you should remember that the lower left corner is 0, 0, and the upper right corner is your max points. How could I change this for tomorrow? Well, I could really easily change that to a 0, change that to a 0. Now the answer will turn into the lower left, whereas before it was the upper right. So you should definitely know 0, 0 is the lower left, and then max x, max y is the upper right. And it works kind of like the Cartesian plane in math class. All right, this next one. Which will draw a circle? So remember, a circle is the same radius in the vertical and the horizontal. So we know if you've actually done the work, there's no such thing as draw a circle. So that's gone. Circle do, that sounds totally made up. So these two are gone. It's either going to be this draw oval or this draw oval. This one's maybe a little tricky because you have to remember that that's the x-coordinate and y-coordinate for the center, and then these are the two radii. Well, in order for it to be a circle is not a squashed circle. It's like the same radius everywhere. So the correct answer would be this, because the other one, this would make an oval, not a circle. That's the way it works. How am I doing? It makes sense? Now, how could I change this question? Instead of saying circle, I could say oval, in which case it's going to be this one. Or I could change the question completely into a box question, and then talk about which one's a square, something like that. So hopefully you're very familiar with draw oval. I also recommend you study draw box, and then you'll be ready. All right, next. The next few are about arrays. And by now, you definitely should have done some of the questions on arrays. So this first one is really just a syntax question. And, well, if you want to make an array to store names, well, right off the bat, you know it's going to be an array that's going to be strings. Now, there's no data type called words, so that's gone. We know we don't want numbers, so that's gone. So it's really just a question of which one of these is correct for making the array. Well, what you need to remember is that you still need the word var. You still need the command var to declare any kind of variable, including an array. Okay, next. Nicholas, you don't get to make that noise anymore. It's extremely rude. And if you make that noise or any other noise again, you're leaving. Okay, so this next one. Which of the following will store a name input by the user in the fifth spot from the previous question? So remember, this was the array that we made in the previous question. So to get something from the user is going to be one of the gets. So that means we can immediately get rid of the put. Put's gone. So really now it's just a syntax. Which one would actually work? Well, n makes no sense because we're looking for the fifth spot, so that one's gone. And hopefully you know that that's the correct way to get the fifth spot in an array build. All right, next. Which of the following is most often used when working with arrays? Well, hopefully you don't pick ray diagrams. It's just a coincidence that it's got the word ray in it. That's for your grade 10 optics course. Conditional loops are not the correct answer because usually with an array, we know how many times we want to go around because it's like the number of times that the spots need to be filled. So counting loops is correct, and the type of loop we use for counting is a for loop. So there you go. Okay, that's the multiple choice section. And as you know, there's usually a program to write on the backside. So last year, this is what it was. So write a full Turing. This is something you should probably practice today.